The second way is to be in your My Task list, again within the appropriate workspace. And there's two ways of entering new tasks here. Actually, three. You can either, sometimes there'll be a new task line here, but you can either just click at the end of a task and hit return. If you see a new task line here, you just click on it and start entering. Or there's a really nice way of quickly adding in a task, and that is to hit Tab Q. Tab Q brings up this easy window to enter all the information relative to a task. Let's go ahead and enter a few tasks in here. So I'll just go in here and I'll go task 2 for Caleb in paid ad pimp daddy. Again, you don't have to do this. I'm just putting all this information just so it's clear in this demo. Note that because I added the task in under Caleb's task list, it's automatically assigned to him. The thing that isn't done automatically for you when you enter something into My Task list is it is not associated with any of the teams or projects within teams over here. So if you enter things in on the left pane, things end up categorized properly but not labeled as assigned to you. If you enter things within your task list, things are assigned to you but not put into the right team and project. So the way to make sure that things are assigned to the right project and team is you just drag it over like this. And I know this one was from the marketing area, so I drag it over there. You can see how this label was added. There's another step very important here. If I go over into marketing, I can see that that task that I just added ends up here. Now, to stay really organized in here, I want to take this second step of dragging it down underneath this project. Okay, so I'm going to add another task in just to make that clear. So, add a new task. I'm going to go test task 2 for Caleb in miscellaneous sales tasks. Okay, automatically it's assigned to him. If I wanted to assign it to somebody else, I can click here and do that. But now I need to drag this over into the sales area, and then I can either click here to find it or over here to find it to further organize it. If it's a miscellaneous task, we've decided you can either just leave it up top here, but preferably drag it down into here. So now you're just super clear that this is a miscellaneous sales task, not a task associated with one of the game goals, projects, or deliverables. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time. This is ultra important in terms of keeping the organizational structure of Asana clean and therefore useful to the team. I'm going to go ahead and add in a new task. And say this is a miscellaneous marketing task. Again, you don't have to write all this. I'm just doing it for the demo. And then I'm going to drag this over here. I'm going to either click here, or I could have clicked over here. I see it up here. Again, if it's a miscellaneous task, that can sit up top here, but preferably drag it down. And then if I go into Caleb's task list, you can see that this is fully defined here. Okay, so that was entering tasks over in the My Task list. And as you can see, there's a number of steps there to get it properly categorized and organized. What we're going to do now is show you the quickest, easiest way to do this. And the hotkey is Tab Q for quick add. And let's go ahead and add a task in here. Let's say it goes into the paid ad pimp daddy. Okay, so here we can add in any notes for a description if needed. You can assign it. Here I'm going to assign it to Caleb. This is really cool. You can add it to any project. So if I go marketing, I can just click there easily. You can see all the other things that have an M in here. And then if there's any other information here, like a due date, or you want to attach a file or add followers, you can do that right there. So if we hit OK here, we'll see that this shows up here as a new task. Now, one thing to note is that this task still isn't then put into the right section within the marketing project. So I'm going to want to drag that down into here. Again, taking just a minute to be organized here is going to save you and the team a lot of time in the long run.